Last year, the entire computer fleet at the Green School in West London was rapidly approaching the end of its useful life. It seemed like the right moment to make some important technology choices for assistant head teacher Jack Mayhew.
We needed to change our technology infrastructure because, well, fundamentally our demand was a lot greater. We needed to increase the physical number of machines we had on our network to support our learning across the school, to support our staff in their development, and therefore we had to think about reviewing the whole stock. Our lease had come up, and therefore we wanted to go with a product that we would know would be future-proof and help meet our needs for the coming sort of 5-10 years. As a public company, I suppose, or public institution, we have to go across many different tenders, and it's all a bit complicated. But in some ways it's quite interesting because that process of seeing the other things on the market, which we're forced to do quite rightly, actually did give us a really good idea of where the Intel and vPro technology stood out, because it did stuff that actually we can't really find elsewhere, and that was one of the main drivers in making our decision to go with this product.
I wasn't here when the project was started. I just took over a couple of months back and rolled out the project. Implementing vPro was straightforward, I would say. The main reason is it's one central console, and I can control the whole school in just a touch of a button. In terms of implementing a new PC or having a totally new classroom with 30 PCs, it's just, again, one touch of a button. After 30 minutes, all the PCs are up and running.
I mean, obviously we had to put a clear plan to implement this whole new technology. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it was smooth and nothing happened. Of course, deploying 350 machines, having something sitting on the network, a different management software, there were issues. For example, we set it up in the beginning of the school holidays, so therefore all the staff came in and they all turned on the machines and started playing around, and obviously we needed to set them up properly to activate the vPro technology stuff to enable that, and that put us back a bit of a week to be there. I had to take it all back off so that the servers could find it, so that the IT guys could actually see the machines and make them work. One thing that was suggested by Intel, and they came in and supported that before the school holidays, we took one of our computer rooms, a bit like this room here, and we, if you like, had a little mini network on that, and that did help us iron out a few of the issues. Of course, when you're looking to change your network, it has made us look at our whole network infrastructure and how that can work efficiently to enable this product to happen. But the support and the guidance along the way, when we did come on those little hiccuping points, was really good, and that helped us make the progress we required, and we were all up and running for the start of the new school term. I mean, when I go and meet my other colleagues in different schools, their stories is very different to the story we have about our IT infrastructure. They're often complaining that it's slow, it doesn't work, they can't be assured that it's going to happen, and it's really expensive. Whereas our experience of that is different. Obviously we've got more computers, but our costs are less now because of going through the vPro product with Intel, and the fact that students are able to, and teachers are able to know that learning is going to take place. They're not going to have an environment that lets them down. Teachers have got that 50-minute slot when they want to try and make learning happen. If 3 of the computers are down, if things aren't working, that stops that. They become, they don't like using it, they're not going to bother booking it, and students aren't going to learn that innovative way. So I get a bit of pride actually by going and saying, oh no, ours works really well, yeah, no, we're really at the forefront of this, which I suppose is a bit big-headed, but it's quite nice. The amount of software we can put on those machines for students, whether it's a bit of math software or a geography GIS system that they want to have access to, staff can just come to that technical team and say, oh, I could do with this in room 42, can you use that for me? So students learn and have access to a wider range of learning resources, and also a more reliable network and technology than they ever had in the past, and that's just fantastic.
Now everything is going green. With vPro, we can switch on and switch off the PC in the evening, morning, whenever we want. In our previous system, all the PCs were running 24/7. With vPro, what we do is we switch off the PCs by 10 o'clock and switch it on by 7 in the morning.
The new machines have helped student learning in the classroom in many ways. I think one of the simplest ways is that when you have a 50-minute or an hour period of time when students come in and they've got to log into that machine and use that quite intensively, the speed of getting it happening faster and to know that that machine is going to work and perform is vital. Even something simple like the fact that the network manager can wake up the machines at 8:25, so when the kids come in at 8:30 they're not waiting as they turn up and boot, actually gets 10 minutes extra learning every single day. I mean, I think leading edge and innovation technology is really important to our school and what we want to do in our ICT strategy. We're a science college, We want to be cutting edge, we want to be challenging learners and parents to do new things and to innovate and to think in different ways. And therefore, because of that, using this vPro technology enables us to challenge our staff, to develop, to challenge the kids to learn in different ways, and we've got a reliable format that delivers that for us, and that's so important.